For these billionaires on the list, like Kim Kardashian, that have gotten divorced, what has that done to their net worths? Has it impacted them positively, negatively?
Well, look at Kim Kardashian versus Kanye West, right? She's still a billionaire. He is not. So sometimes divorce can affect your net worth. Obviously, Jeff Bezos went through a very high-profile divorce. Mackenzie Scott, his ex-wife, is on the list this year. She is also recently divorced. She got married after the divorce from Jeff Bezos, and this is someone who was not necessarily looking for money. When billionaires marry, they tend to marry people who are financially secure, which kind of makes sense if you think about it. They want to make sure someone's not after them for her money, for his money. Mackenzie Scott married a science teacher at her children's school, which everyone thought, oh, that's lovely. That looks like she's going for love, not money. Sadly, they got divorced in January. Their divorce was finalized in January. But listen, she has taken the money from her divorce with Jeff Bezos and done extraordinary things with that. Her philanthropy work is remarkable. She has given away, I think, around $14 billion since her divorce settlement, and she's still doing just fine. She's got tens of billions of dollars left.
Is she the most philanthropic on the list?
She is the most philanthropic. Another obviously philanthropic there are several philanthropic people on the list. Melinda French Gates, Bill Gates' ex-wife, is on the list as well. She still, of course, has the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which is the largest private charity in the world. Again, remarkable philanthropic work that even though they are not married, they are still committed to doing their philanthropic work. And as Melinda French Gates said in her book, that love is the most important thing in the world. And who's going to argue?
That's a beautiful sentiment. Obviously, generosity is a positive here, but any red flags you saw on the list?
So, I mean, it depends what your idea of a red. For some people, having several divorces would be a red flag. For other people, having many children by many different women would be a red flag. It's not necessarily a red flag for everybody. One of my favorite people on the list is Nicholas Berggruen, who's a 61-year-old billionaire, who about 20 years ago was known as the homeless billionaire. And what that meant is that he basically decided he didn't want to own any property anymore. And he sold his luxurious apartments in New York and Miami and decided to just live out of luxury hotels for the next few years. I think there are a lot of people who would sign up for that right now, to live this peripatetic life and just be jetting all over the world and stay in posh hotels. Sounds pretty good. He has somewhat settled down. He does have some children now. He is not married. And he does own several homes. So he's once again back in the real estate game. He has some beautiful homes around the world.
Jet setting like that certainly doesn't sound like a bad way to live. Is he the richest single?
He is not. Elon Musk is, of course, Elon Musk, number 2 in the world. And, listen, he can show up in a Tesla. He can show up with a rocket ship. How would you like to travel with Elon Musk?
Rocket ship doesn't sound so bad, but Forbes has done lists similar to this in the past. Are there any differences from this year's versus previous ones?
Well, we've never tried to have so much fun with this. And again, we really meant this in the spirit of fun. We really are not looking to play matchmaker here. We are not looking to set people up with we're not looking to make love connections here. But we do want to point out that just because you're one of the wealthiest people in the world doesn't mean you're lucky in love. Rich people have the same problems that poor people have when it comes to love. Everybody is just trying to find their way once in life and get it right.
They seemingly have it all, but obviously they don't. They're falling flat in the love department. So what do you think this group is missing?
Well, look, this group is obviously type A plus, right? I mean, these people are so driven. And some of them put all their efforts into their careers. Some of them put all their efforts in their philanthropy work. Some of them were married to each other and no longer make it work, and they are looking for a new way. Mackenzie Scott, before she was married to Jeff Bezos, she was a novelist. She is a novelist. So in addition to her philanthropy work, she's a writer. She's going to focus on that.
Michael Solomon, thank you.